Welcome back to the Quarry. And tonight it's my privilege, it really is my privilege. A bit of a relaxed setting, really wanting to just sort of get back to the people, and I've brought a guest in. One of my favourite men, probably the second biggest identity in Saffel, apart from my good self. It's none other than Boggy's HEROS. Come over here, HEROS. Let's get started on you. An intimate audience with Boggy's HEROS. What a theme song too. Jeez, if you heard that 3 times, you'd throw up just about. But welcome. I see you brought your safety equipment for down at the Quarry.
Always hard at the Quarry.
Now, I also noticed that you've got a bit of zinc on, and the sunnies are there, and maybe the boardies are on.
Rockway, I've been down the beach.
You've been to the beach.
Been on holidays at the beach.
What did you come across anything at the beach?
Oh, I caught up with a good friend of mine, Bra, at the beach.
Did you catch up or did you smack up?
Smacked up.
Oh, you smacked him.
Smacked up. And yeah, Bra boys got.
Fucked up. We're keeping it clean. HEROS, we're trying to keep it clean. Lid on just for the moment. Lid off. He clearly just took the helmet off. The lid's off.
And doggy
HEROS. just gives a little backhand to the dog war, if you don't mind. But we're here to interview the HEROS in all his arrogant glory and his hairy ass loving it up to date glory. So I've got a few questions I want to run by the Boggy. Now, he's been in the toolbox too. Clearly, he's got a fucking hammer and a screwdriver. What is going on? All right, so I'm going to start with the questions, and I think we've already been through what Boggy's brought with him. Oh, you just watching the chapped lips kind of gear as well.
Got to be burned down the beach.
Yeah, it's probably from too much exposure in the nude. Oh dear. You've been the focus of intense scrutiny over the last few weeks about your finals record, in particular, but you've still managed to pull out 2 heart-stopping victories. Now, have there been any changes at the club that have improved its mentality in the finals?
No changes at all, Rockwell.
Well, what is it then, HEROS? What is it?
2 words, count them, Rockwell, 2.
Yeah, I'm counting. First
HEROS
word?
Factor.
HEROS Factor.
Doggy didn't see it coming. Bra should have known better. It's worth 50 points a game. Everyone knows. Boggy's got the luck. HEROS Factor. Math.
HEROS Factor math.
Something I'm good at.
Is that like the Pythagoras theorem?
What?
Okay, sorry. A little bit too highbrow for the Greeks just there. Let's just move on to the next question. Are there any critics in particular you would like to respond to?
Well, can I just bring...
Yep, we'll just say that you. Yep, for cut you.
Look, the people down at the Jenny Craig Centre.
Oh, the JC.
I can't even bring myself to say his name.
Chubba.
Because I just hate his fat ass. And I'm actually thinking of rewriting the Constitution.
Ooh.
To make sure that what happened last year never happens again.
You mean me getting relegated?
No.
Oh.
I mean his fat hairy ass, and it's bigger than mine, mind you, winning the premiership. And yes, it is time to make the farm to pub call. I will break 60 minutes at the farm pub next year. There you go, fat boy. And also, my not so good friend, well, he's a dear friend of mine, Cameo, but he does shit me.
Not in this context, he isn't. Not in this context, he isn't. He's been having a go at you. Get angry. You've got something to say to him. You've got something that he's been doing to you all year. He's been pulling it out week after week. What have you got to say to the Cameo King?
This man's been banging on, and I say, banging on, all year about Boggy's HEROS hasn't beaten the Cameos. Oh, the Joyces. Boggy hasn't beaten the Joyces for so long. Here's some facts for you.
That's F-A-C-T as opposed to the rug?
Correct. This will be Boggy's HEROS' 12th finals appearance. SAFL record, fact. This will be Boggy HEROS' 3rd preliminary final. SAFL record, fact.
How many of those have you won? Sorry, moving on. Move on.
This will be Boggy HEROS' 5th consecutive finals appearance. SAFL record, fact. I'm the all-time record holder of forum contributions, fact.
Any premiership records?
And I have the hairiest ass of all time, fact.
Fact.
So I tell you what, you know what else should shoot me about you, Cameo? I'm going with me. It's quite simply that. Cameo's predictor. What you can do with your predictor? I've got a predictor of my own, Cameo. Here's a predictor of my own for next year. There you go. Boggy's HEROS, Premier, Cameo. This is finals again. Rockway gets promoted. Chubba's still fat. There's a predictor we all pay attention to.
I love point 3. And that still might come true for yours truly this week.
So stick your record up your ass, Cameo. And while you're at it, put your predictor there as well.
Intimate. I think the HEROS might be getting a little bit angry, but I like it. It makes for good TV. Now, who are the teams you think will get promoted this week, HEROS? HEROS, who do you think?
From the championship. Look, I don't like saying it, but I'd imagine I'm with you, Rockway. Probably pork pies and midget. But cheers, I'd love to see Rockway back in the big...
Oh, wouldn't everyone? Wouldn't everyone?
The big dance.
Oh, the big dance. You know what? Have you seen me on the dance floor? Cameo, get that photo out. Get that little montage you've got from these Bucks weekend. I can dance with anyone. I can dance with a lot of them if they want.
Bring him back.
Bring him back.
And as for Psycho, he fucked himself up with the Bok trade, so he's insignificant.
Yeah, well, I think he's got some head coach issues.
Issues.
Yeah. Anyway, we're getting a little bit short on time, HEROS. We might need to move on. What have you got in store for the Premiership newbies next year?
Probably more so I've got a little bit of advice for the Premiership newbies. Look, it's tight up there. It's a dog-eat-dog world. It's dirty. It's nasty. And the SAFL Premiership is as well. So I tell you what, you'll be seeing, here's a tip for you, you'll be seeing my Greek fat area ass up there while you're down there. Not a good, pretty sight. Wear your glasses.
I've seen it, and he's pretty spot on there. Yeah. It ain't a good look. I'll give you the hot tip.
But get used to it because I'm always there.
Well, I don't want to get used to it, so anyway, I'll move right on. Do you accept your position as a role model to those in the SAFL, or, like Ben Cousins, do you seek to shy away from the tag of role model?
Well, yes, I do accept my responsibilities as a role model. However, I do have a lot of similarities with Ben Cousins. We both have a physique that people dream of.
I can see them.
We've both got arrogance to burn. We've got women in most capital cities. But the only difference with Ben and I imagine, is that I prefer my ice in a glass. But I'll tell you what.
And he'd rather revolver than... He'd probably be crossing the road and run into each other, you two.
I prefer the social after hours. But I'll tell you what. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. Very seriously.
Oh, role model, okay. Yeah. Well, I guess the final question I've got, and this is probably the most serious question of the evening. How does it sit with you that me, being Rockwar, that I have taken over as the biggest name in the SAFL this year due to the success of the rant?
So who's taken over, sorry?
Oh, Rockwar, yours truly. The interviewer, you're just a little interviewee. There's no one running this show from down in Greekland. It's all coming from the quarry. This show would still be going on if it looked like that. It'd still be going. Doesn't matter if you're there or not. Still be going. How does that make you feel?
That doesn't make me feel very bad at all, Rockwell, because at the end of the day, I'm fighting for my life in the Premiership and you're not doing so. You're in the Championship, so I don't know really. I mean, people aren't laughing with you, they're laughing at you.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's all right. I'll just console myself in the fact that I am the face of the SAFL and you are nothing but a mole on the hairy Greek ass of the Acropolis.
I'll take that.
Okay, I thought that was quite good. I made that up on the spot. All right.
Did we mention that I beat Bra last week by 11 points?
I think we did.
Did we mention that
I think we did.
Doggy the week before by a kick?
We mentioned it. We've got 10 seconds. HEROS, thanks very much for your time. Love the zinc. Love your work.
SS, I'm coming for you, you German fuck.
And that is all. Bye.